Hey everyone, welcome back to The Dish. So I have a statistic that I wanted to read to you, and according to ncadv.org, 1 in 3 women and 1 in 4 men have been abused by their intimate partner. That is pretty scary to me, and here to help put an end to this is Jennifer. She is the development director from Safe Homes. Jennifer, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
That statistic to me is so alarming. And I want to help, along with you, to help put an end to this. And I want to break down for people, what is the definition? What would you describe domestic violence to be?
Domestic violence is all about power and control. That's it, power and control. It's one person wanting to have power and control over the other person in their relationship. And they use a variety of tactics to do that.
Right. Well, and tell me about this, because a lot of people think physical and they think domestic violence, but they don't include any of the emotional side of it as well. And so it's not just physical, it's more than that. It can be more than that.
Right, absolutely. We say abusers will beat you down before they beat you up. Wow. That's so true, because, it doesn't start out 9 times out of 10 physical. An abuser may seem very charming at first. The beginning of the relationship, they're wanting to spend all their time with you. So, it's easy for the person in that relationship to think, oh, this is my Prince Charming.
Right.
And I say that loosely because we know that abuse happens to men and women.
Right.
But, it starts out slow and it always escalates.
And it's so important, I think, to send that message that it's not just physical. It doesn't mean, oh, well, I have a black eye, then that's considered. I mean, if you are in a relationship and you're dealing with constant verbal abuse, that is domestic violence. And so what are some red flags for people that are watching right now to be familiar with so that you can catch it from the very beginning?
Well, I think early on in the relationship, things like extreme jealousy, isolating you from your support system, those are all things that, that happen early on, so that, once the abuse really is heavy, you feel like you have nowhere to turn. That may or may not be true, but you feel that way. So it just kind of keeps you trapped in that cycle. We use the power and control wheel to show, the tactics that an abuser may use. And it's everything from, minimizing blame and placing all the blame, every argument, it's your fault.
Right.
Using children, using pets. If you do this, I'm going to do this. And, so there's a lot of things that an abuser will do, again, using this power and control wheel, that are so common, and we see it all the time.
Well, and it's to show people that if any of these are happening, that is not normal, and it may seem normal, and I think society kind of helps you think that. They normalize certain behaviors, and really it is domestic violence. And so be familiar with some of this stuff. This is great information to have, and so that if you feel uncomfortable, then you may be in a situation that is not good for you.
Right.
How can people get help if they need it?
Well, certainly if you need help, immediate assistance, call 911. For Safe Homes, our crisis hotline number is 706-736-2499.
Jennifer, thank you so much for being here. All right, you guys don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with more.